Next up, I am proud to welcome my friend and colleague, Women's March's own Senior Director of Programs, Amanda Chavez Barnes. Hola, Texas! Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for turning up. I think I texted probably with about half of y'all who are here today. And I really do check that really is me. Like typing back to you, I swear it's me. But I'm not here today to talk to you about Women's March texting strategy. I'm here today to tell y'all a story. Now, this is a story that I've never actually shared before. I never had a reason to. But today, I have over 64 million reasons. Because if the FDA approval, if these extremists get their way, and the FDA approval of Mifepristone is reversed, that's how many people in the US would lose access to medication abortion overnight. That's right. So today, I'm here to tell you about the time that I needed this essential life-saving medication, Mifepristone. It was the time before I had my twins, who some of y'all might know. I was pregnant. I was actually the first one in my life that I was about to go to an ultrasound appointment. And I was a little bit nervous, but I was excited, maybe a little giddy. And as I was laying there with that, that cold glue on my belly, and they're like pressing it into your stomach, and the person was looking at the screen, I could tell that something was wrong. Now, this is a really common story, and so I never expected that I would, have a reason to need to tell it. But a doctor came in and told me that the embryo wasn't developing, and just like I'm crying now, I cried. What I was experiencing at that time was a spontaneous abortion, and I think it's important to say that because I want to get the language right, because these extremists, these anti-women, anti-freedom, anti-democracy extremists have spent so much time, energy, money trying to make the word abortion a dirty word. But doctors didn't even use the word miscarriage until the late 1980s. Miscarriage is not a medical term. And for those of y'all who speak Spanish here, y'all know that. We don't have a word for miscarriage in Spanish. You know what we say in Spanish? It's just aborto espontáneo, spontaneous abortion, because that's what it is. So with my spontaneous abortion, I had a few options. I could let it take its course, and at some point within the upcoming weeks, I would begin to pass tissue and be cramping and have lots of blood. But I wouldn't know when that would happen or where it would happen. I could be at work. I could be driving down the highway or a friend's house. I wouldn't know when or where or who I would be with or what I would be doing. And then that was option number one, okay? So that's option number one. Option number two, I could take some pills, Mifepristone and Mifepristone. And a few hours later, my body would go through that same process, but at the place, time, and setting of my choosing. So which would you choose? Option number one or option number two? Yep. So of course, I chose option number two. I chose abortion pills, as millions of other people in the US have since they were approved by the FDA over 20 years ago. And having that control over my own body gave me so much comfort and peace and safety in a really difficult moment. Now, we're here today because a small group of people think that I shouldn't have had that choice. They don't want me or any of the tens of millions of other people who may one day need Mifepristone in this country to have control over our own bodies. They think they should have control. And they want all the power. But Mifepristone is safer than Tylenol, y'all. In other countries, it's been available over the counter for decades. There is no legitimate reason why we shouldn't have access to this essential medication in the US. Whether we need it for a spontaneous or induced abortion, whatever our reasons are, it is no one's business. We have to see, right, it's our business. And we have to see these power-hungry men for what they are. And we cannot let them divide us. Because when you start making distinctions about which reasons are valid and what kinds of abortions are okay and what kinds are not, we all lose. Because it's not about that, y'all. Again, it's about power and control, and that's what we have to remember. This is not about safety. It's not about ethics. It's not about the law, and it's not about religion, because they don't have a monopoly on God. And this small group of people who lie and manipulate to get their way may have some people fooled, but we've got news for them. We see you. We see you for who you really are. You don't care about us. You don't care about our safety. You don't care about our children, and you damn sure don't care about the people who birthed them. But we do. So we have to keep the pressure up. We are not letting up. We are not backing down. We're going to keep showing up, keep demanding our rights, keep organizing and spreading the word, telling the truth, and inviting more people in. And we're going to be out here in these streets, y'all, just like we are today. These bullies and bigots have shown us time and time again who they are. So let's show them who we are. Let's show them who we are. We are free people, free to choose our leaders, the politicians and judges who will protect our freedom to control our own bodies, free to control if, when, where, and how we give birth. We will not bow down to tyrants as they peel away our basic human rights and dignity. Show them who we are, now and again until the message is clear. We will